Hello friends, this is Brain from GameBrain.media. I am in the garage, in the Playseat with my G27, my Logitech G27 steering wheel, gas pedals, and 5-speed H shifter. And I had a friend drop by last weekend, and I showed him Mudrunner running on the PC with the steering wheel and stuff. Lo and behold, I thought he was a PC gamer. He's a PlayStation gamer, but he has a steering wheel. So I thought he was a PC gamer, and I was going to show him PC gaming with a steering wheel. Anyway, long story short, he's a PlayStation gamer who had a steering wheel. So he went out and bought SnowRunner because it's available on PlayStation for him. And he ran it with the steering wheel, and all he did was, we haven't talked, but he sent me a screenshot that he's got SnowRunner running on his PlayStation, and he's got his PlayStation steering wheel in a gaming chair in front of the TV. Looked awesome. I'm sure he's having a blast. I tried to figure out if PlayStation allowed mods. I think it allows certain mods like that affect the base game, kind of like DLC, but from the user community that's like, here, take the 10-wheel truck and I put stake sides on it. I don't know. It's not real clear from the places that I looked, but when I play SnowRunner, I use mod.io, but I am playing on PC. One important thing to note about mod.io, if you bought SnowRunner on Epic Games, you need to sign up at mod.io. That's their website, mod.io, not .com, with the same exact email address and username that you use on the Epic Game Store. So I'm GameBrain on Epic Game Store, but when I sign up at oddball websites I haven't used before, especially mod sites, I use my spam email. So I had a disconnect, and I could not get the mods to work in SnowRunner on PC because I wasn't equal in email address, username between Epic Game Store, so it could not connect to mod.io. I found that somewhere from somebody. Hey, thanks to random internet person who gave me that information. I'm passing it along to you because, hey, that's how we roll. Gamers help gamers, right? Anyway, I'm going to jump into Mudrunner because it's stupidly fun, and I am using the Logitech steering wheel and a Logitech profiler. This may or may not work on more recent games, but, if I go to select a game and I choose Mudrunner, I would go up to Edit, Specific Game Settings, and really I haven't done jack here. I just have it running. But I am also running the Spin Tires mod. So if you're not familiar with Spin Tires mod, it does work on PC with SnowRunner. And you get to change a lot of really cool stuff. I can't remember. It's been ages since I've messed around with this. Okay, there we go. Okay, you can have your mods. I've got a bunch of mods. Mod paths as to where they're located on my computer. Media paths. And different options. So, this guy is running. I'm going to launch Mudrunner from the Spin Tires mod, which should give me an electric winch instead of a power takeoff winch. That is primarily the best feature of this game. You can also spawn in mods. So if you set out into your world to play a game, to run a map in Mudrunner, you might choose 3 Jeeps, but in the middle of the game, you need something bigger than a Jeep to tow one of your Jeeps out of a ravine or something. So you can spawn a big old Ford Super Duty and drag your ass out of a hole. But with the electric winch provided by, come on, man. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I have so many mods installed. The game takes forever and a day to actually launch. Either that, I did not get a firm click on here. I don't want to click too early because sometimes you end up with what's it called? The game is already running. Okay, now I'm seeing the blue circle. I did click it again. Launch Mudrunner. Now that Steam is open, it should just reach into my Steam Mudrunner EXE because I've defined the paths when you go through setting up game settings and tools in the Mudrunner user interface. There it is. Oh, by the way, I'm also running something called Reshade. My Mudrunner game is fairly modified as a result of the fact that I'm using Reshade. Reshade is, if you see the screen that popped up on my left-hand side of my screen, it gives you a lot of different visual settings. You can increase the saturation, the amount of fog, the distance that you can see, what folder your screenshots go into, big whoop-de-doo. But mostly it's about this home screen where you choose these different, well, I guess a new version, when I installed a new version of Reshade, it didn't save my settings, so I'm really probably going to be running at default. I believe I was usually running, I think Technicolor. Okay, so if I check that, notice how the game itself changed. Notice how that barn is very red right now. When I uncheck it, it goes into these very muted colors. So I'm pretty sure I'm usually running, I don't like tint. I think I like Technicolor 2. But I'll try Technicolor 1. Nope, that ain't it. Technicolor 2 gives you some, like the greens are much more green, right? There's a higher level of saturation. You can also increase your FXAA, and honestly, we're just on the title screen, so you're not going to see a lot of change when I do that. I'm going to turn that off. Try to remember some of the other stuff that I used to use. The cartoon filter is pretty cool. When you're in game. In other games, that's like fun to mess around with. Color matrix. I don't think I dicked around with that. Tick, 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 tick. Filgram, no. HDR, layer, and levels. There you go. I think levels I had turned on. Yeah, I liked levels. Levels and Technicolor. So you don't want to go loading up too many of these filters. Let's see, SMAA. Yeah. I think when you're in game and you look at this and you bring up the Reshade screen, you can jack around with a bunch of stuff. Oh, now I remember. Okay, so here we are in SMAA. If I go down here, I can take some of these sliders and move them around. And they really have a big deal effect. And I'm going to do reset all to default. Do you really want to? Yeah, in SMAA. So I'm going to not choose SMA. All I want is the, I don't want tint. Ooh, tint makes it really crazy. I just want that Technicolor. Wow, Technicolor with levels. Let's turn off levels. Yeah, levels is just a minor hint. Technicolor, let's turn off levels. I like it better with levels on. All right, we're going to go with this. And like I said, this is when you really have played the game a lot, and you know what you want. You want better visual features. I want green, a lush green forest instead of the dismal gray ugliness of the original game. That's what you got. So I'm going to press the home key to make that interface go away. I can press home again, and it comes back. You can change, like I said, all kinds of other settings. When you're in here, if we go to Technicolor, right? Let's turn that back on. And I could go and look how crazy that gets in the background. Just by using one slider. So using the Technicolor slider, I can, let me jack this one all the way up and then jack the strength down. So you can find some happy medium if you don't like the reset all to default, yes. Alright, so now I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on. Let me make sure. Turn it off and it's brown. Turn it on and it's got a little deeper green and a little more red. So under here, there's several other sliders. Strength, saturation. So I got saturation jacked all the way up. But if you jack it all the way down, it becomes basically black and white. So I'm going to leave it all the way down, and then I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, I did reset all to default at the top, not at the bottom. There. Now we're at the defaults of the saturation levels. So if that's just too much for you, you can crank things down a little bit. So this is a little lesson in a couple things. Like using, let's see, here's a checkbox for performance mode. I've got a pretty bitchin' PC that can handle this, so I'm not really worried about that. But I want to, you know what, let's go default preset. Oh, the Aldega mod. That's it. Oh, I forgot about the Aldega mod, dude. All right, so the Aldega mod has got a bunch of the reshade elements already selected. I did not launch this with the Aldega mod. Anyway, that's something to look into if you're going to become a Mudrunner lunatic, person who loves to ride all the incredible variety of maps and trucks that are available. Then you will want to be using the Aldega mod. And damn it, I forgot how to launch with that mod. Well, it's easy enough to find out, right? Just go to templates. Shit. Nope. Oh well. Active to the top. So I'm using these. And is the Aldega mod in here? No. Alright, let me uncheck those. Notice how bland everything got in the background. So I'm going to click Levels. And I'm going to click Technicolor 2. And we're just going to use the defaults of those for now. And get the party started. So I'm going to go to single player. I have already selected Rock Runner's Mud Park. Oops, my bad. There we go. I have already selected White Knuckle Trails. Now, I've been here before in many other videos. There are a lot of fantastic maps that you can download, like the Badlands, Cane Creek, Frogs Creek, the Gauntlet. I'm looking for one. Cooper's Creek's fun. MC Hammered Trails, that's really good. Badlands Part 2 is good. West Virginia Trails, no. I'm looking for West Virginia. Man, what is that? WM The Few is good. The Badlands 2 is good. Rock and Roll Mud Park. Big Springs Valley. I mean, just, come on. There's tons of things available to you, but I'm looking for... Well, there's Badlands. I'm sorry, there's Blackwater Canyon, a holdover from Spin Tires. HWC Bushwhacking is good. Badlands Revisited is good. I think it's West Virginia Trails. It's just ridiculously thick in terms of like the density of trails you're going to run through. So let's see, what would I want to run there is the tiny little Samurais. The Suzuki Samurai Pumpkin. I call it the Pumpkin. It's Halloween colors, man. Black and orange. It's a black truck with orange roll bars. I think we're coming up on it. Rock Runners. Is it called Rock Runners Samurai? It's the truck, or the vehicle that I like to run the most. There it is. That guy. Then I'll pretty much take any frickin' big badass Jeep or truck that will be able to rescue my little truck if I totally bone it. So I think I'm going to go with the Ford Ranger on TSLs. Isn't that Thornbirds? Crawler Boggers, Crawler Pitbulls, and IROCs. I think those are Thornbirds. But that's actually a fairly small truck to use as a rescue rig. It's odd that a Jeep feels so much bigger than a Ford Ranger, but there is a Jeep in here with the dangle balls, the green dangle balls. There it is, the white LJ. And then we will pick from one of the many oddball things. Oh, anything Spun is good, man. Spun made some good shit back in the day in Spin Tires and stuff. A lot of it got ported forward. Okay, so the Spun crawler, we don't want another crawler. We got a Jeep, a truck, and a Samurai. What else can we get? something like a Wagoneer or a Cherokee. Oh, or the Bronco. Oh, we always love the big Bronco, the red Bronco. Where is the red Bronco? If you're sitting and watching on YouTube, it's easy to see. Like, oh, you rolled right past it. Here's a full size GMC van, and then of course there's a monster truck. We don't need that. We don't want a buggy. Let's see. The Tacoma is really fun. Challenging because it doesn't just do it all. It's not like a super truck. You really have to drive it. I'm leaning towards the Cherokee with the exoskeleton. That's what we're looking for. There it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I want as one of the other rescue vehicles. Oh, but then there's the Spun Jeep. They're so fun. Everything's so badass, dude. All right, we're gonna settle down. Come on. Oh, and suddenly it won't scroll upwards. It'll only scroll down. Come on, PC, catch up. Oh man, come on. The game looks hung. Crash, please relaunch the game. Don't you love it? Well, that's what happens when you mod shit. I'm going to wait for Mudrunner to finish the cloud update. Go to the Spintar mod and launch Mudrunner. Well, that also happens when you double launch the game. I launched it from the mod, and I didn't wait long enough for it to load all the stuff. All the DLC, all the modded trucks, all the modded maps, and reshade. So here we are. The game has started. It says press start to skip, or spacebar to skip. Okay, fine. It's going to throw me right back into White Knuckles. I'm going to hit the home key, make sure that my reshade is using levels and Technicolor. Yes, it is. I swear to you that, in fact, let's see about turning that off. And really, look at what we're looking at. It's just the truck. If I turn it off, look how grim everything becomes. It's this dullness that just, bam, you do that, and then you increase the level. The lighting and shadows, like the depth of field on the lights and shadows, to me, just that just adds such a phenomenal dimension. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and fire it up. Oh, my winch is connected. And I am in neutral. Okay, so, bam. I have not played with the steering wheel in this game for a very, very long time. And honestly, it doesn't feel like... okay, I'm going to pull it out of gear. I'm going to Alt-Tab to the desktop. I'm going to go to the Logitech Profiler, Mudrunner. Oh, it's going to try. Mudrunner's already running. Good. So, the effects for the game should be enacted. So let's see. No, I still got a lot of force feedback going on. All right, well, let's get her on. Oops. No. Trying to find which button. Which button, when I'm on the PC, or when I have the steering wheel in hand, short and sweet. We've already been here and done that. Trying to change the camera. Can't remember which way to do it. I guess mouse click and then just move it around. Use the mouse wheel. This trail is Sully's Revenge. Uh-oh. I just found that accidentally hitting a button on the gear shifter we'll change the camera. Damn it. Which one is it? There it is. It's button 16 and 18 on my controller. There you go. 18 and 19 do it also. Bam. There it is. Okay. Party on, Wayne. I really want to turn up the sound so I can hear the engine a little bit. Okay. Alright, now we're good. So right here we have Crystal Lake Trail, Fender Bender. I've been down Fender Bender plenty. Honestly, I don't remember going down or up or down Crystal Lake very often. So let's go. Oh yeah, the one with the tent. This is a nice trail. Very easy. Dude, I'm telling you, using a steering wheel is it just makes everything so much more natural. It's just like doing it. It adds it adds a layer of simulation that you don't get with a keyboard, and you hit a lot of buttons by accident as you rotate the wheel. Okay, hitting at it a little too much of an angle, a little too acute. Or not acute enough. What would that be? Let's see. Let's kill the parking brake. There we go. No, 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 no. All right. Now, hopefully, our in-game electric winch, or our spin tire mod electric winch, it is working. So actually I'm going to cut myself loose. Oh, let's get on my feet, then cut myself loose. And hold still while I click that X. I have detached, clutch, shift, start the engine. And hit it. Hook a tire around that lip of the rock. Oh yeah. Oh, you can't see how much steering wheel action and foot pedal action is going on, but it's so much better than a keyboard, dude. It's just like plunking around in the woods. Well, no, it's not. You don't get the kidney pain. Or the expense. That's the biggest pain is how much it costs to really run a rig. Four-wheeling, man. I mean, I'll obviously take so many more risks in a game. I gotta reroute this cable for the microphone. It keeps getting caught on my shoulder or on my elbow. There we go. That's better. Okay. Let's get lined up a little better. Easy peasy. Oh, I spoke too soon. Wow. I'm even trying throttle modulation instead of just pinning it. There we go. Angle and RPM, baby. What a phenomenal game, huh? Now, I'm just letting the camera do its thing. If I hit 16, there, now 17, there we go. Now the game is just in a default rear camera view versus where I had put it with the mouse. And I was kind of like driving at an odd angle. So here we go. Now, if we get to the end of this trail, just turning around and coming back the opposite direction, it's a whole different trail. Whole different set of obstacles. The downs are ups and the ups are downs. Not really. Well, yeah. Not in every case, but. Okay, real slow, creepy crawly. Get over that one. And then give it a gas. Try to hit it a little bit. Oh, it didn't gas it at all. Okay, let me try that again. Let's back her down. First gear, second gear. Nope. That ain't getting me nowhere. Oh, yes it is. Oh, engine stalling, hit it in first. Oh! And I rolled it. Okay, so now I'm going to grab mouse control. And then, let's see. Winch top of the roll bar over here just to pull me over. Hit the F key. Oh. Damn it. Oh, I'm connected. I'm not connected to what the tree that I wanted to be on. Alright, shit. Disconnect. Well, it looks like I might just get another chance at it. First gear. Let's try to get a little creepy. A little more creeper action at it. Staying to the left. Oh, there we go. We had some side knob action from the TSLs, baby. Alright, so let's get back behind the truck. Let's get in the truck. Gonna have to get back outside the truck and see where in the hell do I go. Just straight across and up the rocks. What the hell's happening here? Oh, I accidentally hit the parking brake. Ha! That sucks. Okay, let's disconnect the winch. And jump back into first person. Uh-oh. Well, that didn't work. Alright, so let's see. There we go. Way up here on the roll bar, if I connect it there, it should just fucking pull me. Nope, that's not the button. Nope. I'm trying to find the button on the damn steering wheel that does the thing. You know, the thing, man. Okay, that's camera jacking around. So I guess it's only the keyboard. The F key. At least the way I've got things mapped. Alright, so I'm gonna have to leave that winch connected because I'm on a weird angle here. Alright, and now go back to the mouse. Zoom out, click to disconnect, and then let's jump back into first person because that's what I was trying to do was. Oh, well that didn't work. Really hard to see where I'm going. in first person. But it really gives you a whole different perspective of the game, doesn't it? Now, if we jumped out of the truck, at least from camera aspect, that would have been a really fun hill to climb. And wow, we're getting up at like nothing, just stair steps. Maybe first person's the way to go because you don't look at it from the angles as much. All right, and we are in first gear. A lot of steering wheel action going on. It'd be fun to have a second. I do, and I can set up a second camera. I have another phone and a tripod, and it would be streaming on a different channel, so it wouldn't be picture-in-picture type thing. But I'd like to do that again sometime. I've tried it; it works. I don't know what specific video it was. Oh yeah! Wow, dude, I'm actually digging the first person. Let's see, how much can I draw back? Oh yeah! Give me a little bit wider field of view. And oh crap. Okay, I want to see what the hell just happened. We were up there, and apparently we rolled it and did a pivot. Whew, well, that was fun. Let's look at the map. Let's see, how do you get to the map? F1. So we aren't backtracking, but right now we are turned around, so we must have done a pirouette. Oh, and on this session I have done a little bit of these trails. Maybe. I think I must have gone through there. Anyway, I need to completely turn around, and let me zoom in to this corner of the map. Damn it. There we go. Okay, so I'm here and I'm facing the wrong way, so I definitely need to turn around and then head back this way. So let me set some waypoints. Then once I get there, I'm just going to turn around and do this thing in backwards because I love doing that. So F1 again. We're back in the rig. Vroom, vroom. All right. So you notice dev tools up top. I think if I hit H, they go away. Nope. That's headlights. Controls. Oh, some aspects have been disconnected. Use primary as input, manual gearbox clutch, yabba-dabba-doo. Controller, keyboard, wheel. Well, crap. Can't remember how to make this dev tool stack up here in the corner. I like to run with 0 HUD, and I believe there is a specific key. It's not X. No. There's a specific key that lets you like get rid of the entire HUD, so you got nothing on the screen. That becomes problematic because sometimes you accidentally click a button and you no longer have diff lock or all-wheel drive, or you've accidentally activated your parking brake and you're screwed. But anyway, I'm gonna back up. Oh. Alright. Oh. Didn't want to get my hat wet. But it is what it is. Here we are. We're very close to the end. Okay. We're going to drop down this hill very gently. Oh, this would be so much easier outside of the vehicle. Boom. Go back in the vehicle just because. driving in first person is really hard and fun. Whew. So here we are. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to turn around and backtrack the same exact trail. Crystal Lake Trail. I think I knew a girl named Crystal Lake. No, I'm kidding. There's a place in Illinois called Crystal Lake. Alright, so now I would really be struggling to find my trail if I hadn't just done it. Because it just looks like a rock. Like you went down into a hot tub and you got to find a way out. So let's see if can I get my field of view backed out any further? No. Okay, so now gonna have to use this to figure out where to go. There it is. Yeah, I know. I was just here in the dangerous water level pit. So now we're gonna climb out and go up that trail. Yeah. Okay. Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh baby. Yeah. Here we go. All right. So that was fun. Earlier I was talking about my friend of mine who has a PlayStation and his wheel. I don't know what his wheel is, but good God, it's got every single button that is on a PlayStation controller on the wheel. I have an H shifter with a D-pad, and let's see, 8 buttons on that, plus the shifter itself. He's just got paddle shifters, but then he has all this growth. It looks like a fungus of buttons growing out of his... let me see, I'm going to hit F1. Growing out of his, where is my truck? There we are. Yeah, this, oh shit, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want a clicky. The map navigation is really weird, but I just want to throw myself down some nav points so I don't get turned around, and it's really a lot easier to follow where the hell you're supposed to be going. So yeah, what was I saying about, he's got a shit ton of buttons there, so that, because this game was probably designed with console and controllers in mind first, it would be a lot easier to play with his wheel, I would think. But I don't know that Mudrunner is available on PlayStation. It might be, I don't know, I'm not a PlayStation gamer. But anyway, here we go, let's get out of here. And now, at least, I can tell where the hell I'm supposed to be going. Because sometimes, you know, it's like, oh, there's a rock. I'll just go climb it. But it's not really the rock that leads to the rest of the trail. It's just a rock that surrounds the hot tub or the little body of water, the spring, the river, the creek, whatever you happen to be in. Oh, shoot. Let's get that tire hooked over the lip. Let's see what we're doing from the outside here. There we go. Oh, we came so close. I should have stayed in the cockpit, huh? Oh, well. Live and learn. That was fun. And now we want to go with... just pull the front end down. Oh. It took too long. So now, grab the roll bar, grab a high point, use the electric winch. I'm on my wheels, disconnect the winch. Drive more than you winch is the name of the game. Oh shit, oh shit. Let's get me centered up here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, 90% of the time, I drive from outside the vehicle. There we go. And a lot of times that helps you see that, oh, if I turn my wheel this way, I'm going to hook over the lip of a rock and be able to grab some traction with the sidewall lugs that will get me over this obstacle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Woohoo. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look on the outside. Yeah. We are about to, let's see, if we go like this. Yeah, we're about to go down a set of stairs. And honestly, this would be more fun visually from out here. Okay. Now, first person would be fun, but it's always fun to watch the tire deformation and the angle that the truck rocks downhill. And if you do it too quick, you're going to go head over heels. Oh man, what a beautiful game. I can't tell you how much this game is, how awesome this game is. I mean, just get it. It's dirt cheap. I mean, I think I got it for $7 on a Steam sale. Spin tires. If you can't swing this one, get spin tires. It's like $3. It used to be anyway. I haven't checked the pricing in a long time. I've owned the games for forever. And I might have paid $15, and then later in life, it went on sale for $6 or $7. I think I bought spin tires at $10, and then it went down to $3. Then I don't know if they remastered it, but they did something. All right, so I'm going to change my view again, so I'm directly behind the vehicle. It makes it a little easier to figure out what you're trying to accomplish. Yeah. But visually, when you are over here, that's just so much cooler looking when you're climbing through some stuff and you can see the tires wrapping around rocks. And then, of course, there's this. And I think I drove off into left field. Yep, my trail marker is off that direction. So first person's kind of squirrely to figure out. Let's go ahead and get back right behind the vehicle, and then let's get in here. It's kind of hard to figure out the trail sometimes, unless you zoom out and get a much broader field of view. You can actually adjust the field of view, I think, in the settings to be wider. Because right now, I think my head, the character, the animated driver, is being seen bouncing into the screen, so I backed out, or I zoomed in a little bit to get in front of his face. See, if I move out, his head or the chair is blocking my view. Anyway, yeah, driving like this is a lot of fun. I just love watching the shocks and the steering components and everything work. It's just so phenomenal that you get to see all that componentry happening, or all those components doing their thing independent of one another. The tires, the shocks, the axles, the drive shaft, the fucking you can see the U-joints, dude. Given the right angle on things, steering stabilizers, you name it. Even my little tow hooks on the back are just swinging in the wind, just freewheeling. Every little detail is here. It's so cool. Oh, whoa. All right, well, kind of lost our way. Get it back oriented. I'm telling you, using a steering wheel versus a keyboard is so much more fun. And there it is. There's the tent, the little pond. Let me have a look at the pond. Ta-da. There's the tent. There's the pond. You know what would be really awesome is to have a game that incorporates this kind of driving to go to a place where you actually then kind of have the ultimate game to me would be Mudrunner combined with Call of the Wild, so you can go out someplace, pitch a tent, pull out some rifles, go hunting around your campsite. Your campsite happens to be on the edge of a body of water. You can start a fire like in Skyrim, and you can catch fish and cook them like in Fishing Planet. And, just a conglomeration of all those games. It would be called The Outdoorsman, or, Zombie Apocalypse 1.0, or who knows. But wouldn't it be cool? Yeah, a badass rig. You go driving out into the wilderness. You get to pitch a tent, have a campfire, go hunting, kill something, eat it, and then go fishing, eat it, and then go four-wheeling again, then go hunting that evening. Clearly you'd probably have a truck with a trailer and a couple of ATVs on it, maybe. Oh, that would be Nirvana. Yeah, that's a good name for the game, Nirvana. All right, Mudrunner Gaming. He's a cool guy. I've talked to him on YouTube and maybe Discord, at least in text chat. This vehicle was built for him by, let's see, Mudrunner Gaming. I can't remember the name of the person who built this truck for him, but there are people who will build you a custom truck and give you a custom paint job if you pay them. You can import that into the game. You can keep it private. You can share it with others. God, what's the name of the... Well, you're just going to have to find them. You find the creator. They're on Discord. Approach them. Ask them if they'd build you a rig. It's based upon, like, if you wanted something... I wanted a rig based upon this Suzuki Samurai, but I wanted it in red, white, and blue. Told the guy what I was interested in. He gave me a proof of concept, and then I said, yeah, that's cool. How about a couple of little small changes? And he never replied. Even though I was willing to pay him, he just backed out on me. So I just decided I'd start heading up this trail that I saw while I was driving along. I believe this is the trail that goes up to the gas station or fuel station. I really don't need fuel, I don't think. But it looked like a fun little diversion. Now, what happens when you get stuck like this and there's nowhere to go, or there's nothing to attach to? Well, there must be something to attach to. Alright, so just want to reiterate, the electric winch I am using is a function of the spin tire mod. If you don't have the spin tire mod, all you have is a power takeoff winch, meaning you can't use the winch if your vehicle's upside down, because the engine won't run, because you don't have fuel supply when the truck's upside down. The fuel pump won't pump fuel, and fuel won't drop into the carburetor and stuff. So you need the spin tire mod to make that happen. Spin tires mod. I don't remember where you can find it, but you can find it. And look for the Aldega mod, or the Adega mod. Alright, no add-ons with fuel capacity are installed. The truck was automatically refueled. Cool. I'm not carrying extra jerry cans. I just have the standard fuel tank. And let's see. Can I just, like, drive off the edge here? I believe that I can. And I do like doing this, just ignoring the trails. And, woohoo! And cutting off through the woods. And finding things and places on maps that just happen to be there. Not because the map creator made this a trail. It's here. Now, I may have stumbled across a trail by shortcutting the fuel station, because this sure as hell looks like a trail, doesn't it? I'm going to look at my map in a minute. There we go. Just want to get up this hill. Come on, George Jefferson. There we go. Woohoo! Whew. Okay, let me see. I'm going to enact the parking brake and hit F1. And yes, indeed, I left the fuel station and stumbled across a trail. So I'm going to ride that out to the end of the trail. Anyway, this goes on for hours and 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 hours. You can just play this game, drive around, try a different map, do stuff, go online. Having 4 guys, well, 4 guys total, but you're in a truck and you got 3 buddies. All of you have trucks with a little bit different capabilities. Some people are driving a Jeep. I'm driving a Samurai. Somebody else has a big old Super Duty. Now that thing's going to get wedged into some places where 2 of us might have to hook up and pull him a little distance this way. One guy from the back, pull him backwards a little bit, and he gets at a different angle. Now he can drive out, or you might have to, one guy pulls from the front, one guy pulls from the back, taking turns to get him turned into a position where, okay, he's not flipped over, he's not pointed the wrong direction. A lot of times you get wedged in a canyon. I swear to God, dude, it's so much fun. It's endless. It's like a non-stop puzzle. When you got 4 guys rolling together, all in different rigs, or even all in the same rig, then it becomes a game of, hey, we all have the exact same freaking Jeep. So now, who's the better driver? Who can get up or down this trail without using the winch or needing a tow or a rescue? You know, it's just, there's lots of ways to slice this game. And getting into Discord, you know, I have a Discord server. You can find it at GameBrain.media, my website. You'll find a link in the sidebar to Discord. Hit that link. It should work. Sometimes Discord updates their system and my permanent invite gets jacked up. But you can look for GameBrain.media, GameBrain.media, web server or server on Discord, and you'll find me. It's open. You can join. Not a lot of activity there lately because I just haven't been playing much. Anyway, I'm going to finish this trail and then maybe grab a different truck and go do something. Or maybe go to a different map altogether. Alright, so, what I did not do was set myself a course. And that looks like it should be obvious enough. Oh no! I hit the spawn point! It just took me out. Oh well. You can see the waypoints that I had set. And I hit this red circle. See how that circle goes red when I made mouse over it? These red circles are spawn points. So over here is Scorpion Springs Trail. Bam! I just spawned to that. It's a spawn point. So you can shortcut yourself around the map. Here's the what do they call it? The spawn point for Rusty Peak Trail, or short and sweet. Let's go to Rusty Peak. Okay, and now what I need to do is I need to clear those things. And what we're going to do is put a few markers into Rusty Peak. That trail should make itself obvious to us as we get going. Somehow attach the winch, and here we go. Whew. Yeah, baby. Oh, I tell you, there is a reason why when you're four-wheeling in real life, you have limited visibility when you're in this view. And you really, really rely on your co-pilot, the people riding with you that you're giving a good time to who are in the back seat if you got a bigger rig than this. But you have a guy being your spotter, and he'll get out of the vehicle and give you a whole lot of help. Because here, you can't tell, oh man, is my wheel so close that if all I do is turn it 6 inches to the left, I hook over the lip, of a rock and it pulls me up, bam, like that. But if you have a spotter outside giving you hand signals, and there you go. You can do those kinds of things together working as a team. But, you know, that's real life, different vehicles. Jeeps, you can usually carry 4 people. Trucks, you can carry a lot of times with a 4-door truck, you can carry 4 people, even with a cab and a half. But something like this, you know, it's only a 2-door or a 2-seater. But having a co-pilot, having a spotter, or taking turns driving is redonkulously fun. I've been wheeling in Moab. I've been dirt biking in Moab, wheeling in Pismo Beach, also dirt bikes and quads. Pismo Beach, Glamis Dunes, and Ocotillo Wells in California. Also Stoddard Wells, and different variations. In some places it was 4-wheeling, some places it was 4-wheeling quads and dirt bikes. Some places it was dirt bikes only. Never been anywhere just doing quads only. So it's always somebody on a quad, somebody on a dirt bike, somebody in a Jeep or a truck. I would love to try a freaking Samurai. These things seem remarkably good. I wonder if they even make them anymore. I haven't looked. I wonder if there's a 2022 model Suzuki Samurai. I would buy one based on this video game, dude. If I won a lottery, I would own one. I guarantee. Dude, you believe this? The Powerball is currently up to almost $2 billion. Billion with a B. Yep. A month ago, it was $1 billion. One person took the entire purse. Crazy. Been talking about what would you do if you had that $1 billion with a friend of mine. The first thing I'd do, head to Vegas, just for kicks, just to hang around in the nighttime, which would be tough for me because I'm an early riser, an early to bed, early to rise guy. Okay, so I'm gonna go backtrack this trail, as is my usual. I like to go one way and then back the other. Ooh, yeah, wow, that's steep. Oh, that was nice. Good Lord, I can't believe this little truck made it up that. That was crazy, just going down it. Whew, yeah. So first thing I'd do is go to Vegas, and try to stay awake. Maybe try some pharmaceuticals to stay awake and party and enjoy the scenery. I guess I would probably play some blackjack because I don't really care for poker. I've played poker in video games and at home parties. What's it called? Texas Hold'em. And who cares? I'd play a little blackjack, a little roulette. What's the other thing you do when... craps. Throwing the dice on the table is fun. That's a pretty understandable game. It's win or lose, man. I don't really care for roulette. I think it was craps and blackjack are my faves. And then after Vegas, I think I'd head for Hawaii. All right, well, I can't get up here with this approach. How about if I go slow off to this side? Oh, no. That's not the way to go. So, let's do something even if it's wrong. Man, really hard to get my camera finagled the way I want it here. Okay, well, let's give it a shot. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let me get angled where I can detach. Angled where I can reattach. So, let's see. It was Vegas to party. Hawaii to relax after the party. do some charter fishing, do some deep sea diving. Well, not deep sea, because I'd be an amateur. Just do some, tourist diving. I've done tourist dives. They're kind of boring. But, you go snorkeling on the booze cruise or the dinner sunset cruise type thing. That's always fun. All right, let's start the engine. And then I would head to Moab. I'd either buy or build a rig. Oh, I guess that's something that I could do while I was in Vegas, right? Work with somebody to spec out a rig. Then I'd head for Moab. And then some places in Colorado. Do some four-wheeling and off-roading. Then I'd probably head down to Florida. See if Blue Gabe would take me fishing. Or use some of the charter services that he has used and advertised on his channel, because they all seem like good people. Invite him to come out to Moab and go four-wheeling with me. That'd be fun as hell. Gabe's an adventurer. I think he'd be all down for it, even though there wouldn't be a fish within 100 miles. He'd find one. Or you'd find someplace that's probably catch and release, but anyway, then I'd probably then I'd head up to Alaska in the summertime, stick around for hunting season. God, wouldn't it be crazy? $1 billion, well, almost $2 billion. I think by the time the drawing happens tonight, we will be at, or that prize will be $2 billion. Oh, there we go. Yeah. There's so many ways and so many interesting ways you could spend that kind of money. And then after I had that, got that all out of my system, all the things that I've wanted to do for so long, not really that, Vegas doesn't really factor in. It's just the initial, if you win a shit ton of money, what do? You go to Vegas and you blow a little bit of it. I would set my budget. I probably wouldn't spend more than $1,000 a day. And then in Hawaii, well, you'd probably spend $1,000 a day on a fishing charter and the booze cruise and the buffets and the hotel and all the fun stuff. The rental car. And then same thing in Moab, unless I bought my own vehicle, a Jeep or a 4x4 van and a big old trailer to haul a rock crawler, because I would like to do that a lot. I would spend the majority of my time after I won the lottery would be spent probably out here doing this stupid shit. Or, I guess, honestly, I'm a dirt biker at heart, man, so I'd love to go do it all on two wheels. It's just, I don't know if my knees can handle it anymore, or if, I know my buddy wouldn't be able to handle it, so maybe we'd do street bike riding around Mount Rushmore instead of dirt biking. Okay, so I think I got off the road here. I seem to be off the trail. Well, yeah, I missed the exit line, but here we are. So, give you a quick final tour here, or a quick last-ditch tour here. I'm going to recover this truck to the garage. Okay, there's the garage. Recover in garage. Recover the current truck to the nearest garage. Yes. And here we are. There is my little Samurai. But here are the other vehicles that I selected to bring on this trail. That is the Ford Ranger back here. Let me see. How do I do the press V for advanced, and then change truck, and then I choose the Desert Crawler. So the Desert Crawler has some things that I can pimp it out with. The spare tire, some trail stuff like jack and cooler and toolbox. Let's see. I am using, I believe, the TSL. I believe the pattern matches, yeah, between my tire. So I'm good on that rig. Now, I could also zoom out again, hit V, go to advanced, change truck, jump into this Bronco. The Bronco's a slick rig, love it. Don't need the two doors or the tube doors, but everything that you install allows you to carry a little more repair points or fuel. So I could put a full door on it, but I don't want that. And then black cap? No, I don't want the cap. So I'm pretty good with just the supplies. I don't want the bikini top. And so all I'm carrying in this rig now is going to be the supplies. Now these supplies says it gives me an extra 500 liters of fuel, 1,000 repair points, and 1 garage point. Garage point's part of the game. Scoring system. And let me hit V again so I can change truck and jump into this white LJ. This LJ, I can grab my Yeti cooler, put in a white windscreen, white spare tire. I don't want half doors. The voodoo rope, that's pretty cool. Watch the front. Okay, I got nothing in the front, but if I put on the voodoo rope, pull out bumper, voodoo rope, there we go. Put a high lift jack in the back. Oh, it's riding on the hood, I should say. I don't want a hard top. Fuel cans are unavailable because the way I have the... I think the fuel cans ride in place of a spare tire, but yeah, now that Jeep's pimped out, right? And each one of these pieces that I put on it, like the high lift jack, gives me 100 repair points. The bumper gives me 15 repair points. So those are things that you can use on the trail if you were actually playing the game. You have to repair your rig if you break down out there, fall off a cliff, need to tow or winch yourself and stuff. So I think that's enough for now, and I'll come back here over and over and over because I love this trail. I love the variety of trucks, and I've got some really good ones already selected. So all I have to do is fire up the game, and it's ready to go for another adventure. Until then, GameBrain is gone.